Yo, what's good, everyone? It's been a minute. Forgive me, I'm sorry. Uh, I was waiting on some equipment to come in to, you know, make the quality a little bit better for my videos and whatnot, but it's gonna take a little bit longer. So I decided just to hop in and make another one for you guys. Um, it's been what, maybe almost 2 weeks now since I made my last little podcast with you guys. A lot has changed, a lot hasn't. Fitness is still going. Um, just a lot of learning how to just deal with you know um, emotional detachment. I mean, we could start going into that right now, I guess. We'll lead into that topic and see where it takes us. uh, yeah, just because if you watch my other episodes, around the holidays, I said since from my birthday all the way into the holidays, I get into these little funks. And yeah, I just start to feel real down around the holidays. And it's just a thing of mine that I've been going through for quite some time, for a few years now. And I guess apparently this year's no exception. I just deal with these really dark cloud thoughts, not dark thoughts, but just very down on myself, very I wouldn't say unappreciative or ungrateful, because that doesn't apply to what I'm feeling. But I just feel like I'm unworthy, you know what I mean? And it becomes very difficult for me, and especially to do stuff like this alone, um, makes it so much more harder. Again, and if you remember from my past episodes, how I talk about, a little bit of childhood trauma, and a little bit of in abandonment and stuff like that, emotionally. I think it still kind of lingers with how I feel today. And it's tough to deal with, because it could be something so simple that, like, what are you worried about? What do you just forget about it, move on? But it's something that uh, you keep inside, and you don't want to forget it. You don't want to let it go. You know what I mean? Uh, and that's kind of where it's been at for me right now. Kind of like a little mental struggle. But still pumping hard, man. Still getting into the gym. Still um, taking my time to really take care of myself the best that I can. Um, s- Jumped into some jujitsu classes with a buddy of mine. A good friend, Jay. I had met him. I met him when I first came in back into Thailand. Was about like a year ago or something like that. I met him in the beginning. Um, but we didn't really link up too much. Got information, whatever, but we didn't link up too much. And yeah, like I said, I was just been going through some ruts and some struggles, and I realized that I just can't be alone and whatnot. So I just hit him up. I was like, "Yo, Jay, my man, how you been, brother? Just looking to see, what you're all about and this and that." And sure enough, he was like, "Yeah, man, come hang out, bro. Like, fucking chill, kick it with us." So it was good to have some, like, camaraderie from back home. He's from United States as well. So he's actually lived in California before as well. So it's really cool. He's got that same Kelly vibe, So it feels really comfortable to be around somebody like that. So yeah, he just offered. He was like, "Come hang out," and messaged me right back, pretty much, and was like, "Hey, bro, have you ever done jujitsu?" And like try to like get me into taking jujitsu classes with him. And that didn't take too much convincing, because I've had some previous experience with jujitsu. That's kind of how my whole journey started. Was I got into jujitsu first, but yeah. So I was like, "Cool, man, I'll hop in." Got into it. Realized, not realized, but I knew it's been a long time, and I'm gonna be pretty, out of the loop with everything, which I sure was. But I definitely, start to slowly shake the cobwebs a little bit, and slowly start to get better at it, learning how to pass, learning all these little, secret steps, and one step to the next step to the next step, and stuff like that. And yeah, that really helped with my mental clarity of just being in the present, being in that moment. Just because, like I said, I get trapped in my head and I get these really just negative thoughts, just about life, and can't stop thinking, So to do jujitsu and do like live rolls and stuff like that with these guys, it really helps me get out of my head a little bit. Um, yeah, so that was really cool. How he introduced me to that, and met and, a few more group of guys too. The head coach, Chris, he's a great guy. Just had his first baby, you know. So, bless him for sure. God bless him. Um, Met another fella from the UK. James is his name. Cool guy. Very cool guy. Seemed just like a very good group of older guys that like yeah, they don't seem to be afraid to like talk and lay shit out on the table like how I do now, like and I think that's the what I needed. It just like I said again, that camaraderie and just that, togetherness of friends and having a group of guys, keeping each other strong and taking care of each other mentally and physically and stuff like that, So I think it was a very good blessing to just be involved with these guys because, like I said, they're just on that same type of mentality that I have, just learning how to deal with mental mental issues. You know what I mean? Like, and not like mental issues where like I'm going schizophrenic or anything like that, but just the hardships that a man has to deal with. Learning life and just dealing with the things that life hands to us and. It's just learning how to focus on the correct things and not allowing your traumas or your past issues um, still ring relevant today. So yeah, having that around was just very very yeah, what is it, refreshing. Very refreshing because yeah, I just get stuck in this head of mine and it just tends to want to break me down a lot and it just gets tough. It gets tough for me, but like I said, nonetheless, I keep crushing, keep going after it. Um, I really don't. I really don't know how far I will go with the jujitsu thing. Um, but I definitely enjoy it now, so that's just cool, just to go along on that journey with them. But as far as like my fitness in the gym, it's been very very it's consistent. It's consistent, but just inconsistent with the amount of intensity, and that's caused from just my little funks and everything, right, and whatnot. So learning just to take care of that, learning how to deal with it, and just being a person who can learning to be a person who can like just detach. You know what I mean? Um, when I think of that word detach, I almost think of it as something negative. You know what I mean? Um, it really doesn't settle comfortably in my head when I hear the word detachment. You got to detach yourself, detach. And but I'm slowly starting to realize that that's gonna be like the best thing that I can do for myself is learn how to detach emotionally um, from a lot of my feelings and a lot of my thoughts. Um, it's uh, it's crazy how my mind can like think of so much negativity about my surroundings, and it literally can destroy me. Um, it has before. I've been like I said, I've been doing different ways of handling it and going about it, which has been helping, but it's still a struggle. And yeah, just learning how to detach myself from my true emotions, just to protect myself, um, because before if I let my emotions take control, I will just probably blow up on everybody and everything, you know what I mean? And just be a ticking time bomb. And I just don't want to feel that way, you know what I mean? I want to feel happy. I want to feel great. I want to feel feel like I'm doing something right here, you know what I mean? And a lot of the times I don't feel like that, I feel like um I feel like I'm not making anybody proud, And again, that's where just all my trauma and all that shit comes from. I just don't feel like I'm making anybody proud, and um, I keep trying every day, though. I keep pushing uh, to be that person that just doesn't give up. The relentlessness um, is kind of what I'm pitching here. You know what I mean? Just to not give up, no matter how bad you endure things, have to endure it. You just got to go through it, and just keep yourself strong, no matter how hard it gets and how you feel like there's no end to it, and just don't know where it's gonna lead you. Just I would say just trust. Put your head down, put your heart to God, and just pray for the right direction, and you know things will be okay. I just gotta remember that things will be okay, and yeah, it's just constant battles, uh, and just finding my way around to feel that good feeling again, that alive feeling, that we also graciously want, just that really happy good feeling. And I know it's not a constant feeling. I know it's just an emotion that comes and goes, but I could keep a mind state that keeps me there, you know what I mean? And I think that's what I'm just trying to work towards, and yeah, a lot of that, and just learning how to accept the adversity, and again detach yourself emotionally just to keep going, because if I don't detach myself emotionally, I'm just gonna crawl under a rock, get depressed, let myself go, and that's no way of winning. That's not relentlessness, you know what I mean? That's not being certified, you know what I mean? So I just I just take it day by day, I guess, now, and just try to keep pushing forward, uh, just towards that light. You know what I mean? I know there's some light at the end of that tunnel, and I'm not gonna stop until I get there. You know, um, I just have to remember to not reach for anything. Not reach for anything, and don't let myself down, and just continue to keep pushing forward, taking care of myself, making the right disciplined decisions, and yeah, still fight those demons, you know what I mean? There's a lot of stuff that makes me want to give up and give in and go back to my old ways, and um like I said, kind of just basically give up. But that's not relentlessness, so I got to keep going. I got to keep going. It's tough sometimes, though, man. It's really tough, like to do it all alone out here and basically be by myself. It's uh it's not an easy path to take, you know what I mean? And I know I chose this path. I understand that. um Although I get I get overwhelmed sometimes, um but luckily I have something like this. I can express myself with you guys. um Thank you for tuning in and watching with this stuff, because it helps me. It does help me, and it gives me a little sense of accomplishment, that I'm really doing something good. Just sharing myself, sharing my feelings with everybody, um, and that helps me. So that makes me feel better. So this is a big thing of helping me deal with just how life gets sometimes, and I just ultimately have just this big dream of just really getting my voice out there and getting people to really listen to what I have to say and understand that I understand them as well. You know, and we're all human beings and we all go through these trials and we all go through these issues and have these problems. And especially like with athletes, combat athletes, dealing with losses and fights and not being able to come back as strong as you thought you would be, and just a lot of mentally challenging stuff, you know, that we all go through. And I just wanted to share that with people that it's okay, you know, especially when you think there's nothing else out there to listen to you or no one out there to hear you out. You know, I know exactly what you're going through. I understand exactly how you feel. um, I too am, you know, if guilt am guilty of that. You know, I have that feeling where it's just I need to. Nobody's hearing me. You know what I mean? Nobody's listening. Um, but just want people to know that when it's getting hard, you just have to remember to be strong. That's the part of your being strong. You know, once you show that you can be strong and you can get through it, you know, after every storm comes the sun, you know, and sometimes storms last a while, but they will stop. They will stop. You just got to keep staying above the water before, you know, until it surpasses. Um, yeah, man. I mean, not much to keep you guys going with, and it wasn't too long of a little podcast, but I could just think of something real quick. It's just different different ways of just dealing with it, you know, dealing with your emotions, man, dealing with your thoughts, and just keeping yourself focused, keeping yourself in line, not falling off at anything, you know. Just staying focused, people. You know, that's all I can do for all I can say right now is just really hang on. It's tough. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna be painful, but we just gotta hang on and we gotta keep going, people. You know, there will be a reward out of this. You know, there will be a reward out of this, and you just gotta have faith that it's all gonna align, you know, because I really just would really love to just travel the world and inspire people um, with my experiences of just dealing and coping with everything, every adversity that has been given to us, you know. Um, I'm experiencing it all, and I'm learning to overcome a lot of it, you know, and I really would like to just share that with the rest of the world and really inspire people to, you know, stay relentless, you know, and really stay the course even when it gets hard and you want to give up, or maybe you fall off. Maybe you fall off and you're just like, I can't get back into the groove. Like, yes, you can. Yes, you can. You know, there's plenty of times where I've fallen off and I get back up and I keep going. I might look like a fucking loser. I might look like a fucking idiot starting all over again, but I'm not giving up and I'm starting all over again, you know? And and that's just one thing I think part of God's test is like you know, everybody's gonna assume or look at you like a fool, but if you know deep down in your heart where you're coming from and well what your purpose is, I think it's gonna take care of you no matter what. You know, life will take care of you. And yeah, that's one thing that I just really would love to to do and inspire people with is just, you know, the relentlessness of just not giving up and doing it every day, even though you don't want to, even though, you know, sometimes you just, you know, it hurts just to even get up out of bed. You can't even think straight proper, you know. You probably haven't even slept in a couple days and you just don't know when it's going to stop, when it's going to end, but I promise you it will end one day. You just got to keep staying strong and keep pushing forward until that day, that those good days come around again, you know. And learning to be strong through all of it. Um, another another thing that's just been keeping me going, you know, just keeping my faith and keeping my thoughts with God, and really trusting in Him, really learning to be patient and just trusting in God, and waiting for that moment where he aligns me into that correct position, you know. And I hope you guys can take something from this, you know, take a little bit something from this. Just learning to. It's hard. It's hard, and you don't want to give up, though. You know, it's hard. It's even harder if you give up. So let's just remember to stay the course, people. Keep fighting the good fight, and always just make the right decision with a good heart, with a kind heart, and just respect each other, love one another, and yeah, man, the universe can be a beautiful place again. You know, it just doesn't have to be like this always. Um, we can learn to start loving each other. You know, and just want to inspire you guys just to keep going. You know, no matter what you're going through, you got to keep going. You got to keep going, you guys. All right. Um, I guess that's gonna be it for now. Like I said, hopefully I can get some more equipment, better quality equipment here. Trying to do settings, different settings elsewhere. Got a couple buddies of mine that I'm looking to have a little interview podcast with myself. So yeah, so a couple things more different, a little different to come. Um, and not too much more have to say for you guys right now. So I guess we'll leave it at that. You guys just you keep fighting that good fight, like I said, and never give up. Stay relentless, people, and keep doing the good thing. You know, keep doing right, huh? All right, cop. You guys take care, huh? Praise God, man.